that's the good shit. I do not have an excuse to run that intro often enough. Frankly, it's one of my favorite intros I have. Anyway, hey everybody, this song's gonna get muted on the replay. Alright, welcome to Ultraman Powered on the 3DO. I'm your host, Quinn Michael. This is Shaggy Turtle Studios, Channel 14, WNBI TV, where we're high on retro junk. Or retro jank, I suppose. We are... I'm actually excited for this. Can you guys tell? I love this stupid game. I hope my controls are still set up, or else I'll have to set that up myself. I'm playing with the arcade stick again. Which, come on, that's what you want for a fighting game, right? This is a 4-button fighter as well, so I can actually, you know, Neo Geo style. There is a, will Ultraman keep on dancing? As long as I'm playing, yes. There's a button for taunting, and I think when you have a full bar and your color timer's low, you get a special attack for pressing that. So it's technically 5 buttons, but yeah. 2 punches, 2 kicks, the taunt button, that's it. You get special moves. Ultraman has 3 specific special moves he can do, plus his barrier. And he also has, I'm trying to remember, he has some Mortal Kombat style inputs for uppercuts. Because this game is very MK-like, if you can believe that. It's pretty interesting. Let's get this started. You prefer Ultra Q? It's scary. Hey, Infocon. Yeah, Ultra Q's fun. I like Ultra Q. Alright. Hopefully these are still set up from when I was setting this up last night. So there's a few modes here. Visual mode, battle mode, versus mode, config, and the database. I'm not going to be screwing around too many things. Visual mode's the main mode of the game. You can think of it as the story mode for Ultraman Powered, which uses actual footage. You watched Ultra Q the one time you were in the hospital and the nurses were baffled. Was it the original black and white from the 60s Ultra Q, or was it one of the later Ultra Q series? Because there's a few of them. I've seen the black and white one. Yeah, I love that show. That show is awesome. Ultra Q rules, and anybody who's a fan of Ultraman or just kaiju stuff in general really owes it to themselves to go check it out. It's really damn good. How did I learn of this 3DO game? Because I'm a giant Ultraman fan. That is really it. This is actually the game that made me learn how to emulate 3DO. Excuse me. Which wasn't hard. It's a CD-based console, so there's a few things you gotta figure out first. But it wasn't hard to figure out. And it was the whole reason I wanted to learn to play 3DO. There are a few other games I've tried out on 3DO, like the Yu Yu Hakusho fighter. I want to try out the dumb Sailor Moon one at some point. We could make a stream of that someday. But, it was mainly to try this one out. What's your 3DO? Oh, it was the first one I found. It's called 4DO. I don't know if there's other 3DO emulators, actually. 4DO is the one I use. It works fine. I'm not an expert on the 3DO, what? Hello. Whoa! Thank you! You're awesome, Dad. We're playing an Ultraman game. And not only are we getting Godzilla minus none, but Shin Godzilla 2. No way! We're actually getting Shin Godzilla. I am looking that up right now, Infocon. Thank you. If that's true, I'm gonna mark out. I need to see this, because I loved Shin Godzilla. I only saw it the one time in the theater, but I loved it. I really need to go rewatch it. Apparently the 4DO project has been ported to one called Opera. I have no clue about that. I'd have to look that up. I find that even dead emulators work just fine. It just means that there's certain issues when we work at. Shin Godzilla is the greatest horror comedy in years. Everybody only says that because of, what's his name? Kumada-kun, the second form. The one with the big googly eyes. Which, to be fair, even me and my dad laughed at in theaters. I love Shin Godzilla. And I'll admit, this really comes down to me being a giant weeb. Because when we were at the theater watching it, a lot of people in the audience didn't get what the intent of the film was. Me, I was plugged into the news over in Japan when the Fukushima reactor went down. Like, I wasn't living there, obviously, but I was plugged into the news. I was paying attention because I love that country and I care about what happens to it. So I was paying attention during that news. I knew a few people on the internet who were over there too who could report more accurately on it. It was a shit show. The government response to that incident was telling for the Japanese populace. Because they basically sat there with their thumbs up their asses trying to get everything through committees. The Yakuza helped more during the Fukushima reactor incident than the government did. For fuck's sake. That film is a giant indictment of the Japanese political system. And I loved it for that. I got what the film was going for while I was watching it in the theater. I don't think anybody else in that theater got it. I did, and I was just going, okay, yeah, go off, Anno. Go off. Love that movie. I want to go watch it again, though, because since I've seen that, I have watched Neon Genesis Evangelion. And I love Evangelion a lot. Like, to possibly unhealthy... You know, it's not an unhealthy degree, because I don't want a single bit of Eva merch. Because that shit's expensive. I would like a Unit 1 model kit, though. Maybe Unit 2. I'll buy the Evangelion metal. If I can buy model kits for a decent price, I'll buy those. I like the way the model kits look. I like the way the Evas... I like the way the units look. They look great. Anyway. Yeah. Shin Godzilla sequel, you say? What's the meaning? Oh, that's a fun story. I will get that to you in a second. Idiocracy. I just want to check this out. Okay. Toho hinted at its possibility. Okay, they're planning on it. Okay, potential. Potential sequel is what people are saying. So it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. But that's what the rumors say. -1, I know, is getting a sequel. -1 was confirmed to be getting a follow-up, which I'm cool with, because I loved -1 when I saw it in theaters as well. To be clear, I saw Shin Godzilla in the theater with my dad, and then me, my dad, and my younger brother, we went to see Shin Ultraman, Shin Kamen Rider, and Godzilla -1 together. Every single time was some of the best stuff I've seen in theaters. I was so happy with that. They act like anime Angel Space Godzilla. That's just the Annoism. I want to see Anno's take on Space Battle Crypt Yamato he's working on. I am excited to see what that's going to be like. That'll be interesting. Anyway, so my name, Shaggy Turtle Studios, is actually very simple. Ever since I was a kid, I've wanted to make video games. That's always been a passion of mine. I'm still learning to make some stuff, but I've always wanted to make one. And my original name that I went by was QWorks, because my name is Quentin, Q. I prefer going by Quinn, personally, because everybody hears Quentin, and they think I'm saying Clinton, and I don't want to be associated with them. So yeah, Quinn is my preferred name. Or Shaggy. Shaggy works too. But yeah, so Shaggy Turtle Studios, I was just trying to figure out another name I could give my my future company, essentially, my brand, right? And I was like 13, I think, when I was thinking through this, because QWorks was what I always went with when I was a kid. QWorks, I believe, was already a registered trademark. Found that out somewhere around that time, actually, because yes, even at age 13, I was looking into shit like trademarks. I take this very seriously. I have not trademarked Shaggy Turtle Studios yet because I have no money. I should get on that. I should trademark that. That's mine. I will be releasing stuff under that label. Anyway, the reason I called it Shaggy Turtle Studios was because while I was thinking through this, I remembered two specific things in my past. To preface this all, I like turtles. But, yeah, turtles are some of my favorite creatures in the world. And I remember two specific things while I was trying to come up with a name for this. One was this turtle plushie I saw once that was furred. It had like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not the same plushie, but I have something over here that will illustrate what I'm talking about. Here it is. This whole big old shelf of plushies. Hold on. I actually have two turtle plushies that I can use for this, but this one's the better one to explain. Anyway. It's a furry turtle plushie. See this one? It's got like all the fur all over. He's very fuzzy. This is not the same plush I thought of, but it was one I saw. Here's another one. His shell's the fuzzy part, which actually segues into the next part. I should with spikes and corpse makeup called Shin Shaggy. Dude, I would so do that if I had any idea how to. That would be amazing. Also, you say outfit? Bro, this is how I dress. This is actually me, like, in real life. This is what I look like. If you were ever in my neck of the woods and you saw me out and about, I'd be dressed similar to this. It would either be this or one of my Hawaiian shirts. One of those would be what I'm wearing. This is not a costume for Twitch. This is actually me. But yeah, the other thing I remembered, and this is the other way I came up with this name, was when I went to the Shed Aquarium in Chicago as a kid. And they had this great big old alligator snapping turtle. Alright? And he was old, and he had like a bunch of moss on his shell, and it looked kind of like fur. And from that, I first came up with the name Fuzzy Turtle Studio, because I wasn't going to call it Furry Turtle, because no. Absolutely not. Even at age 13, I knew we were not going with Furry Turtle. But I called it Fuzzy Turtle originally. And then my dad insisted I couldn't call it that because then it shortened to FT, and there already was an FT because Fuzzy Tomato from the Attack of the Killer Tomato films, of all things. Yeah? No, I'm going to be playing on the computer. Alright, see you later. But yeah, and then I kind of sat there trying to think of a synonym for something, you know. Harry didn't sound right. Harry Turtle didn't sound right, even though that's actually the name of the mascot character on the channel. The little guy in my, like, channel icon, the mascot, the guy who shows up at the start of my stuff on the logo, his name is Harry Bronson. Harry the Shaggy Turtle Bronson. Anyway, I was just trying to come up with a name, and then finally it hits me. He's a Shaggy Turtle. It's a Shaggy Turtle. I mean, look at this. Look, see? And, you know, even back when I was 13 and my hair was a little... A lot of companies don't even bother trademarking until it becomes a necessity. You can easily defend against someone else trademarking it because you haven't used it. Exactly. That's why I haven't done it yet. I will do it eventually, though, because I do... That's my brand, guys. I have no other way to explain it other than that's my brand. Heck, I bought this plushie specifically because of the whole Shaggy Turtle thing. He actually had a little penguin companion I almost bought with him because of lease. I did not end up doing that because I didn't have enough money, but if I go back to where I bought this and they still have the penguin, I might still buy it because she's my best friend and I really like her. Anyway, yeah, so that's how I came up with the name Shaggy Turtle Studios. It was inspired by a plushie and an actual snapping turtle I saw at the Shed Aquarium. And, also, my hair's always just been, I mean... Shit, do you guys see this? Yeah. What's stalling me from certain projects other than the creation is that you have time to release coincide with such paperwork for two countries because copyright and trademark are stupid. Well, I'm working on something right now. I can't promise it'll come out this year, but I would like it to. I'm working on a small game. Something small, something silly, something goofy. Let's just say, do you guys like old school anime? Do you like bikini armor? Do you like fighting evil invading robots? Stay tuned. Am I aware of the League of Legends character Quinn? Vaguely. I'm not super plugged into League of Legends. Lise is actually, she used to play League of Legends a lot, so she probably would tell me that. ChatGPT would check you making. I'll never tell. There's no fucking way anybody knows about this aside from my closest friends. People I actively talk to and work with on a regular basis. I'll tell you guys more about it as we go along. The closer I get to release, the more I'll show stuff. I think the one thing I can tell you is that Mary, all the way over at the other end of the screen, my little mascot gal, the blonde, she is going to be in it because I've always wanted to do stuff with that character. This character, okay, so my mascot is Harry Bronson, the Shaggy Turtle. Mary over here is going to become my spokeswoman. I am going to will it into existence. Do I have anybody to voice her yet? Hell no. Is that going to stop me? Absolutely not. She will be my spokeswoman somehow. Because I love that character. She's one of my favorite characters I have. And I'm going to use her in more stuff. She will, in fact, be part of my advertising for stuff a lot more often. Because she's awesome. It also gives me an excuse to have Lise draw more art of her. You guys, I'm decent with voice work. I don't think you did commercials. Okay, but I'm not gonna have you voice my female. That's really funny. Have I told you guys what she's supposed to sound like, actually? She has like a New Yorker accent. That's always the accent I've given her. Well, I mean, my primary inspiration, like she smokes cigars all day. That's really fucking funny. No, I was inspired specifically, like, by Labris from Persona 4 Arena, but also similar voices would be, damn it, I forgot her name. The intern from Ghostbusters. Fuck, why did I forget her name? You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, also, if you remember the old, Deke Sailor Moon dub from the 90s, back when they were trying to make it a kid's show, Usagi's friend, the cartooner Fembusters. Bro, come on, you know me. I don't want to be within 50 feet of that train wreck from 2016, alright? That movie sucked. I saw it. I've seen it a couple times thanks to my family, because for some reason, some of my sisters love that movie. Anyway, I've seen it a few times. It's bad. It's bad. Okay. But yeah, also for Sailor Moon, if anybody remembers the old kids dub from the 90s, where Usagi was Serena, her best friend, Naru, Molly in that dub, she has almost exactly the voice I think of for Mary. That's like almost exactly what I think she sounds like. Some people might find it obnoxious. I think the voice is actually adorable. Anyway, I've been jawing on here for a bit. My dad bought me a bag of sour snowmen. It's like this trolley stuff. I love sour candy. My dad is spoiling me right now. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this, and we're gonna actually play this damn game. And I think there's a cutscene sitting through here, so why don't we start this? Y'all want to watch some Ultraman with me? I'm waiting. Okay.
異様な形をした宇宙船。その中から現れた青い球体の前が地球に迫っていた。
キャプテン、こいつを見てください。
だがもう一つ赤い球体もまた地球を目指していた。
はい、ヤン。ビートルと現場へ向かえ。座標はコックピットに転送する。了解。
Although this is not one of the better
巨大
Ultraman
な
series
クレー
out
ター
there.
の調査を始めた。 ダースとともに警察から通報のあった孫兵部が
Oh yeah, I can imagine. The 3DO, as much as I like this game, the 3DO itself is disappointing.
お前でやってきた藤田君
The best Road Rash. Hey, that is something. That version of Road Rash is pretty
ワル
good
タ
from
ン
what I
が
heard.
巨大ワルスタ強化した。
誰だ
バルタン戦戦うたバルタンと体を目にし君の貸してほしいこのカプセルを使うのだ
There we go. Clearly none of you have made it or eaten. Good guess. Alright. Let's start this. Here you go. This is the game. I love this. Taunting is actually an effective part of playing the game. What the fuck is going on here? Hold on. There we go. There's the throw. I was actually trying to make sure I have all my controls set up. Yes, okay, everything's set up properly. Okay, yeah, it does work like that. Cool. See? That'll do it. There we go. Chat! That's some classic Ultraman stuff. Yeah, sadly, Ultraman Powered is not one of the better Ultraman shows out there. It's got a reputation. The effects and suits were actually very cheaply made. They didn't want to damage them, so the fight scenes are very... Let's just say the fight scenes are better in this game. They're better in this game than they are in the actual show. That's the best way I can put it. Which is a shame, because I like the designs of several of the monsters. The monsters look great. Ultraman himself is great. Like, there's plenty of things in the show that are great aesthetically, but the actual action of the show is... The budget was just too cheap to support it.
警察が瀕死の男を助けた。
One of the weird things about this game, though, well, not this game, this series, is that it was actually
我々は現場へ向かった。
I want to say this was co-produced with a Spanish studio, and it was shot in America, despite never being shown here, and I don't think it was ever intended to be shown here either. Watching Ultraman AV, so just getting specs, it was the
何か巨大
worst.
なものが起き上がった。
分析を頼む
Sadly, there's more than one Ultraman porno. Don't ask me why I know that.
ずいぶん前からいるみたいね。
Anyway,
27年前にアジアで大暴れしたみたいよ。
yeah, this is not the only Ultraman show to be shot outside of Japan either. Ultraman Towards the Future was specifically made for a Western release, and that was shot in Australia. Although, from what I remember, it does have a similar reputation to this. So, cheaply made costumes and actors that support the show.
海からキャップへ
Which is a shame,
ラ
because
ンデ
if
ブ
you
ー地点
watch
に接近
old
中です
Ultraman stuff from the 60s and 70s, they fucking roughhouse those costumes. I love this monster design. This one looks so cool.
キャップ、現れました。
Again, the monster designs in this actually look cool. The real scare is what happened to the monster. Can you turn the game down a little? Yes, I can. Thank you for telling me. Is that better? How's that? Awesome. But you look at that. That is a cool monster. I love that. Looks like something out of the 90s Gamera films.
さあ来いお化けいくわ
Ah, man. Alright, you know what you gotta do. Here we go. Chemular. Yeah, I love the way this one looks. This is a great looking monster. Oh, why am I not... There it is. Okay, I gotta remember what the trick is for this guy. Yeah, because he's low to the ground. Okay, the throw still works. You know, albums be 2 GB. I don't know, man. It's just how everybody is. They want that high fidelity stuff. There's unfortunately not much you can do about it. Ow. If that timer starts flashing again, I can actually do the move I want. If you wanted hi-fi, you'd use a record player. I get you, man. Okay, we're not gonna win here. Damn. We actually don't have, we have to be careful here, because we have limited continues. Okay, I need to wait until I have the chance to hit him with the, bro just teabagged you, he did. I need to wait until I, it's like, oops, or whatever. Man, I don't know, people are weird. Ow. Because my projectile goes right over him because he's down on the ground. There we go, my throw kind of works. Oh, there we go. This better hit. Yeah, there we go. Ow. Is Pepsi Man a hidden character? Man, I wish. There we go. That's a lot of damage. That's his super. This is a 90s super, so it's gonna be busted. I gotta wonder what this sounded like before they dubbed over it with the voices, considering it was shot with a lot of American actors. Alright, next story. This is story segment 3. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's go back and get the record player just like you. Why don't you just use Spotify? Dumper. I ain't dating anybody who can't appreciate... Yeah, out! I ain't dating anybody who can't appreciate the classics. English undub. I think this is gonna be Red King. I think. You understand why it's lower like that? Dude, it is a character thing. Okay? It is a character thing. she's gonna spit all over your hobbies like that, you can't expect any respect from her, you know? Oh yeah, the F&B quality with 3DO was great. The 3DO was a powerhouse of a machine, like, don't get it wrong. There's reason it was as expensive as it is. Hey, that was not dubbed. Alright. Oh, not yet. Oh, there was another one. Yeah, Red King, and they actually got the coloration a little bit red. Cool. Hey, look! Red King's actually red here. Oh, you duck. Okay. Oh, did I just get comboed? Alright. Ah, nope. I got caught. Man. Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna have to watch this fucker exit the screen every time I lose, aren't I? Alright, so he's gonna duck my beam. Okay, blocked it that time. Oh, okay, okay, that's only useful to throw up in the air. There we go, get that throw in. Get the throw in. Hey, got him with the uppercut. There you go, that was some good Mortal Kombat action right there. Alright, let's see how you like this. Oh, he stopped it. He stopped it. Okay, got him with the throw. Oh, shit. Oh, with the throw. Man. We nearly had him, too. So the mechanics in this aren't, like, anything amazing, but they do work. Which is a lot more than I can say for some of the other shit I've played on 3DO. Oh, Highway of the Warrior. Which we are now playing on here because all the White Zombie music will get my channel just nuked. Because Way of the Warrior's soundtrack is entirely a White Zombie album. And I can only handle so much of Rob Zombie growling at me anyway. Oh, what? What was that hitbox? Okay, he's got anti-airs. go, get him with the throw. Hey, there we go. Tag him with the Specium Beam. There we go. No! Ah. We nearly had him, too. The fact that he just walks away after he does that. What an asshole. Okay. Really? Ah! I'm not making any headway here. Okay. I'm thinking maybe we're gonna, I think I'm gonna go back to the start here and see if we can get a better jump through here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. My apologies, Ultraman. I have failed you. Right, let's start from the beginning and see if we can't get see if we can't make it a little better. We'll have to skip the cutscenes though, but that is an option. You can actually skip the cutscenes. Which is more than I can say for some other games. Yeah, there we go. I knew you could. Okay. I love the slap base here on this first level. This is great. Oh my gosh, hold on. There's no way that was gonna work, right? Dude, that's how it's done right there. There we go. As is appropriate for Ultraman, throws are extremely useful. That's gonna do it. There you go. on to the next stage. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of a... Now that we've gotten your revolver continues in tow, let's see if we can't actually do some work on this guy. I don't know. Let's go. Alright, come on. I'm not jumping back, by the way, there. That is just the game. Okay, Red King just has priority on his grabs. That's what I'm noticing. Damn it. Damn it! Come on! Should have jumped forward. And we gotta watch him walk all the way across to the other side of the screen before we can try again. Bruh. Nearly had him, though. It's a battle of taunts there. Gonna do anything? Hmm? Bitch. That's the pause button. Ah, no. Damn it. Alright, not fully dead yet, but we're making some headway on that. Come on, just fall. There we go. There we go. And Red King goes down.
ウルトラマンが間一髪で捕まえてくれたんです。で、レッドキングと戦いに行く前に谷底に下ろしてくれたんです。だから戻るのに時間がかかったんです。それが何か？いや、別に。離陸準備 OK よ。そっちはいい？いつでも OK。
Alright, Balton. Camular. That can't be it. There's more. I'm sure there is. Red King. Game end? No way, hold on. Could have sworn there was more to it than that. Hold on. I am pretty sure there's more. Hold on a second. Could have sworn there was more. Yeah, so I'm playing all the state. Oh, this mode only like, okay. Okay. So we only get, visual mode, you only get the 3 battles. The full game is battle mode, which doesn't have the cutscenes. That's very weird. Then again, it's a 3DO. I should have expected it to be a little weirder. That's weird, because I definitely remember there being more than 3 monsters. It must have been because I was playing the battle mode. Alright, well then. Now, this does not have scenes from the show, but I do believe it has an extra segment where, yeah, you can use the, Oh, wait, nope. Okay, this plays... Okay, so it is actually going to play the cutscene. Okay. This is so weird. Okay, so what the hell is visual mode about? This game is so weird. Alerto. Yes. Okay. Alright, here we go. This is what I remembered. Okay. So you do this, and you have to fire at the red targets on the monster. And the reason you do this is that it actually reduces the monster's health in the upcoming battle. Okay. And now let's see what this. I think the FMV casts were different on the Japanese version. We are playing the Japanese version. This never got released in America. This was made So first of all, to reiterate, this was based off of an actual show in Japan. Ultraman Powered was a real show, and it was shot in America. It was actually advertised as being like a Hollywood-produced Ultraman in Japan. It sadly does not have a great reputation because the effects and suits were not well made, and they didn't film a lot of great fight scenes with them. I believe it only ran for 13 episodes. Actually, no, I don't think they were cheaply made at all. Actually, now that I think about it, I think they were expensive to produce, but the costumes were fragile, which is why they didn't want to destroy them. That's what it was. I think I remember that now. Oh, shit. We're just gonna start over from that. That was terrible. But yeah, no, the FMV cast is the same in the Japanese version because we're playing the Japanese version. Yeah, Ultraman has a pretty weird history when it comes to its releases in the States. Because really, for the longest time, it was only the original show. Ultra 7 would get aired on TNT in the 90s. That was a thing that happened. But yeah. I'm trying to remember. And then I think it was Ultraman Tiga was the other one that aired on TV. And there was also the, specifically, it was produced in Australia, specifically for the West, Ultraman Towards the Future. But I don't remember if Towards the Future ever ended up airing here. Because they initially planned for Towards the Future to kind of be a big reintroduction to Ultraman for the States. But, things kind of went awry, because you know what else released in 1993 that kind of stole any thunder Ultraman would have had in the States? You remember the American show you had next forgot this next game? Okay, so Towards the Future did release in America. Okay. Fuck. Towards the Future was actually very well received in Japan, too. I know that for a fact. It aired over there as Ultraman Great. And, it was thanks to Ultraman Great that this show, Ultraman Powered, even happened, because they wanted to repeat the success they had with that. Sadly, as per usual with anything that's trying to repeat a past success, it did not go according to plan. Hey, Rocco. S-Pack as well, welcome in. The American show figure. Come on. Oh, come on. Okay, this might win. Oh! That was close. It's missing thing we could have an Amazon or something? Maybe. Power Rangers Knuckles, that's great for North Americans who grew up with Power Rangers. I mean, I think that's been attempted a few times. I can't remember the specific examples. As long as it's not like that shit Adi Shankar made. Fuck that. It's great fan films and nobody capitalizes. Yeah, it has to be done right, though. Alright. This looks both janky and awesome. Exactly, Rocco. That's why I like this. It's janky as heck, but it's still really fun. It plays decently for a game that's kind of a Mortal Kombat knockoff. And unlike the previous Ultraman games, this one actually plays like a real fighting game. The animated animated Ultraman on Netflix. Yeah, I didn't get to see that. I heard it was actually really good. I'm just happy Ultraman has had like a resurgence of popularity here in the States. Because it couldn't happen to a nicer tokusatsu franchise, honestly. Hey, we scored 10 hits on him. Alright. Hopefully this sounds good. Hackers using co-pilots to deceive it into handing out information just like they were told it would. Gee, what a surprise! More reasons why I am not getting a Windows machine with my new computer. Ow. Ow. Come on. There we go. Throw him around a little bit. Didn't mean to do that. Nope, I used that too soon. Damn it. I should have backed up before I hit that. Because when you hit that, the drawback to your super, even though it's really easy to perform, it's an easy to perform super and it does a ton of damage. The problem is that it has a lot of wind-up time to it. It's unblockable, but the wind-up time is the thing you have to look out for. Hey, knocked me out of the air. Bro has an anti-air. Come on. There we go. It's not going to kill him, but it'll do a decent amount of damage. See, the thing about Copilot is that, yes, we told them all this would happen. But they don't care. They already put all the money into it. That's why they're forcing AI down your throats, because they all already put their money into it. Several millionaires have backed this tech under the pretense that it would be accepted and they'd be able to exploit it. It's not going the way they planned, so they're going to double down on it even harder, because they already spent their money. That's how this works. Whew. Alright, let's do the strike land. Let's do this. Yeah, this is fun.
Hi, Young. ギアダコーチから緊急要請だ。ビートルで現場へ向かえ。
Yep. That is 100% what they're doing. Yep. They shot themselves in the foot with this. Hits, that ain't bad. Installing Gen 2 in the fall. I need to look into what that is because I forgot. The next machine I get, I'm putting a Linux distro on. I ain't even gonna be shy about that. It's the most nerdy distro. We'll see how nerdy I feel like getting, man. Wow, okay, we are just tanning Red King's hide here. Not sure what the purpose of tanning it is, though, considering, I pressed the button. Anyway, not sure, how tanned we're making it, considering he's already red. Anyway. There we go. Yeah. I'll see what I get into once I get my new computer. That's the first thing I gotta figure out. Smartest answer to fix all Windows problems now is install Gen 2. I'm not surprised! Again, Windows shot their hardware in the foot in the hopes of making more money off of exploiting people, under the assumption that nobody would care. That is all it was. It's all it ever will be. And frankly, they can suck me, eat me raw.
みんな集まってくれ。街中に指定会が出現し、怪獣がケーブルにした。かなり違いが出てなどに。
We are getting disc skips on this emulation that is not even playing a real disc. This is the fun shit. Alright, we're repeating backgrounds again, but I'm not surprised. I get the impression this game's budget wasn't too high. Hits? That ain't bad. Oh! Toasted. Alright, we haven't fought this guy yet, so let's see what we're in for. Telesdon. That is a classic Ultraman kaiju. Ooh. That's some good music. Sounds like something out of Eternal Champions. The good one on Sega CD. Oh, okay, that was pretty slick. I can't be mad at that. He dodged my bullshit super by burrowing underground. Oh, and he toasted me. Man, we almost had him, too. The video store that closed in 2015 had a working Amiga. Neat. Hey, you know, if it works, don't break it. Don't get rid of it, you know? That's been my opinion. Alright. Let's try this again. I have to battle him from full health, though, without the striking mission. You have to fight him at full health, but let's see. That was the rental catalog. Yeah, I know. I've heard more than a few video stores that kept old machines like that around to catalog stuff. And again, if it don't work, why get rid of it? No, sorry, if it works, why get rid of it? You know? Progress for progress' sakes is never a good thing. They were dumbing through it after they closed that one. Man! Aw. Aw, bro sucked up my super. Oh, what? I nearly had you, you fat bozo. On that first round, we nearly had him. Now he's just gonna be an ass about it. I see how it is. I don't mind starting from the beginning either. We got plenty more time to go before Fight Cade tonight. I can hang here all night and play Ultraman. One day being shown the amount of converters for the monitor and keyboard on the back. Okay. Actually, they weren't using it, but my local shop actually had an IBM in stock. I actually got to show my younger sister it and be like, yeah, this is what computers looked like when I was a kid. It was actually pretty cool. She said she liked how it looked better than modern computers. She thought it looked way sturdier. Start to composite DVI. That works. I mean, it's a little complex, but it works. And that chop actually works really well. Oh, wow. The fact that that is an instant teleport, oh, that makes that move so deadly. Keyboard was like, why didn't you use the PS2 port? Sometimes I just don't know better. Everybody interacts with technology differently. I'm definitely not using all of my tech to its fullest potential. I can tell you that. I'm not smart enough to figure that out. I'm not a bumpkin when it comes to tech. Heck, my second monitor here, actually, the HDMI port on my computer's busted. It has been for a long time. So the second monitor I use here is actually plugged up via an old VGA port. And you know what? It works just fine. Because my laptop is from 2012, so it actually has a VGA port still. And considering all I ever used the second monitor for is gaming, Yeah, it works just fine. Man. Nope, there we go. He's a tough bastard. I think I was also last of my continues. So yeah. Gotta start from the beginning. That's fine. Look at that, we got in 3rd place. I didn't even realize there was a score system in this. The versus mode would be cool if I had my brother here, but I do not have him here to play with me right now. Let's check out the database, see what this does. Ah, it's like production photos. It's stills from the show. Very cool. What's this? I have no idea what's going on here. It's all in Japanese. Alright, guess we're just gonna hop back into battle mode and try again. If we do get tired of this, I can always switch over to the Ultraman arcade game. Show that off for a bit, because I like that one too. But I'm gonna make an honest attempt at this. Alright, that's 8 hits on ball 10. Shouldn't be too hard to get back to where we were anyway. Watch me eat my foot after that. Alright, 15 hits. That ain't bad. Yeah, Ball 10's just not that hard to beat. Which is funny, because I remember Ball 10 in the original Ultraman show was actually... He wrecked Ultraman's shit the first time he showed up. I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that there was a score thing here at the end of these levels. I guess this is how you earn extra continues. That makes sense. Alright. Next level. Gotta take out Chemular next. That'll do it. Honestly, he should have, if we can get his health down with the super attack there, they should have just programmed it to, just win there instead of having to use it again. It's a little weird. I'm not complaining, though. You know, honestly, I'm kind of surprised Gridman didn't get a game like this. This feels like Gridman would have been perfect for something like this. Well, that sucked. Alright, 10 hits. 10 hits ain't bad. Alright. Took him out. That's easy. I love making Ultraman do, like, the backwards roll in this. Something about that roll just makes me really happy to see. Probably because, I recognize that Evangelion has a few moments where the Evas, like, do those cartwheels and whatnot. And that's pulled directly out of Ultraman. I love seeing that. That's one of the things I think that prepared me for watching Evangelion was the fact that I was already an Ultraman fan. And Anno was pulling a lot from that. Also from a lot of other mecha shows, too. Anybody who thinks that Evangelion is some sort of hateful deconstruction of mecha does not understand mecha as a whole. That's always been my opinion. The main thing Evangelion brings to the table that's unique is, Anno's depression and interest in psychology. That's about it. And frankly, Return of Ultraman actually has several episodes that do delve into some similar territory to where Evangelion goes. Return of Ultraman is one that gets referenced a lot. Which makes sense, because, when Hideaki Anno made his Ultraman fan film, that was also a send-up to Return of Ultraman. That fan film's actually really good, too. Music in this stage is awesome. Got him. All right, that puts us on good footing. Oof. Oh, man. Really? No, come on! Bullshit, I had that. asshole. Yeah, I did get an extra continue. Alright, let's try that again. I can do it, Ultra. Thank you for your vote of confidence, Straken. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're cornered. Ah! I didn't even know you could hit me low with that. Oh, bullshit, you can throw me. That was gonna be power of Shaggy. We're playing Shaq Fu modded. This is Ultraman powered on the 3DO, man. This is what the game looks like. So it's like he's saying Shaq. I can see it. Ah, we're running low on time. Oh my gosh! Wow! Right down to the wire! That's like an actual episode of the show right there. Whew! It's a pretty good 3DO game. Yeah, I like this one. It's definitely janky. It fits the Jankiori theme, but yeah. There we go. We actually did it. Nice. Man, alright, I don't know what comes next. Oh, it's Dada. I know who that is. Classic Ultraman villain right there. All the villains in the show, I think, are remakes of classic Ultraman villains. Alright, what's next?
Kai, Yang,
I think we're just repeating the same footage as before. Sweet cutscenes. Yeah, pulled right from the actual show. No, the show itself, again, I said this to other people who were here already, the show itself was not received very well. Primarily it was because they spent a lot of money, like Hollywood money, on these models and effects. But, oh, right in the crotch to start with, hell yeah. Going for some destruction. But yeah, they spent a lot of money on a lot of the costumes in this, and the effects. But then they only made 13 episodes of this. And because of the effects, they didn't want to like, ruin them or anything. So sadly, the fight scenes in the show are not great. As a matter of fact, the fight scenes in the game are better than the fight scenes in the show. Oh, he has actual projectiles now. The music in this game is great. Why are they shooting this mascot in the groin? Charge. Oh, he is kicking my ass. Get him with the throw. Ah, shit. Come on. Ah, damn it. Why are you picking up poor Zebra Man? Ah, man. Let's continue. Yeah, welcome in, Wirebrain, Draken. Just enjoying some Ultraman powered on the 3DO before going over to Grant's for Fightcade tonight. That's the plan. Three DOs, three. No! That is a surprise. Yeah. Mistakes were made regarding the 3DO. It was a powerful piece of hardware, like, for sure, but there were many mistakes made. This game is not one of them, thankfully. This game is awesome. Come on! Oh! Man, I was hoping I'd get him with the super. Oh well. There we go. Another one bites the dust. Killing time is another. There's some good stuff on the 3DO for sure. Their version of Road Rash on here is also really cool. Like, there's some good stuff on 3DO, but there were mistakes made in other departments, you know? As impressive as the hardware was, that was also probably its biggest flaw just because of how prohibitively expensive it made it to even get a hold of. You know? Like, nobody was gonna fucking buy a 3DO back then. I'm sorry. I know some people did, but come on. Okay, this is just gonna be the same as before, so let's, I don't know this monster. What the hell is this? I have known every single monster we've done so far. That was also for Sega CD. Oh, is it the same game? 600-something bucks. Yeah. I have no doubt the M2 would have been a similar price. Even though the M2 was also shaping up to be very impressive. Jamira. I don't know this monster.
And I'm not normal.
Same game with the full Star Nix and weird stretchy face characters. Interesting. I did not realize that was the same game for both of them. That is cool. Taunting does have a purpose in this. The power bars in this actually work like Art of Fighting out of anything else. Oh, wow. I wasn't even trying to do that. I was just trying to taunt him to get his bar down. I didn't want him to have a full bar. Alright, yeah, okay, he's down. Yeah, this one has a weird mix of elements. I mean, there's parts of it that feel very Mortal Kombat-ish, maybe not as snappy. There's Jamira Quill. Yeah, Jamira. I'm actually going to look up that name because I don't recognize that Ultra Kaiju. What's he from? Yeah. Ultraman. Let's see here. Now that's a classic one. That's Gamora, right? Hold on. Jamila. Oh, it's this guy. Wow. That update looks so different from what I remember. Wow. Okay, no wonder I didn't recognize that. That is a total reinvention. That is... Alright. I know who that is. Okay. Yeah, we've seen this cutscene before, too. It's not even dubbed over. Okay. But yeah, this is Gamora, right? He wore a safety helmet for this game. I suppose so. Gamora, yeah, see? I knew this guy. This is a classic Ultraman kaiju. All the ones in this are classic Ultraman kaiju, reinvented for the show. With that Hollywood budget they were flaunting in the pre-production materials. I always wondered why they decided to give Ultraman powered blue eyes. No other Ultra has blue eyes. It's just Powered. Powered has blue eyes for some reason. Maybe because he's... I don't know, maybe because the show is produced in America. Produced in America, but never shown here. Ow. Oh, we almost had him. Damn it. Throws are deadly in this game. Throws are very, very deadly in this game. It's the reverse photon. I love Ultraman, guys. You have no idea. Both me and my brother are pretty big Ultraman fans. That's not to say we've seen a ton of, like, there's so much Ultraman to watch. But we've both seen our respective shares. Shouts out to my guy, Ultra 7. Ultra 7 is my man when it comes to the Ultra series. Oh, damn it. Okay. That was a lot of hits I did not really want to take there. Ow. How did I miss with the throw? Come on. Just keeps nailing me with the throw every time. We did great on that first run. Damn. Photon. Yeah, Tokusatsu show filmed. Yeah. That makes sense. I need to watch Photon at some point. Alright. Man, I wish I had more time to watch TV. I don't. But yeah, me and my brother have watched a ton of Ultraman over the years. My brother, he owns the original Ultraman series on DVD. He also has Blu-rays for Return of Ultraman, which is the one that heavily inspired Anno when he was making Evangelion. That one's a great show. Return of Ultraman is awesome. And then there's, what was it? I believe it's just called The Ultraman, which is the anime from the 70s. My brother has that, and he loves that show, too. He also owns a copy of Shin Ultraman, which, you know, Shin Ultraman's awesome. Got most of Photon, one episode is less media, I can show it next time you stop by. Well, I'll have to see if I can make that happen, man. I had fun last time I dropped by. That was a fun night. Freaking, Maddox, and, oh, what was that wrestling anime? Damn it. I'm gonna kick myself when I remember it. Shit. That was fun, though. The one with the Kenichi Sonoda designs. Wannabes. Yeah, that was awesome, man. That was a really fun night. I had fun. Okay, come on. Okay, I got the throw in. And then he gets the throw in. What? Come on. Oh, how did you get the throw in? No, you piece of shit. What? Bullshit. What was that? You fucker. Yeah, you better run. I'm gonna kick your ass for that cheating bullshit. You asshole. What was that? The computer just said no. Oh, we got into the top score. That's cool. Man. Wanabe's alternate reality journey pair who actually wrestled and then out of nowhere they beat the crap out of the Tyrant. Dude, that was so... I miss when anime could just be kinda... I don't know, anime back then was really a lot of, like, nerd shit, I guess is the best way to put it. It was all made by nerds, man, and I miss that. It doesn't feel like that anymore, even though I don't hate anime nowadays. There's still plenty of new anime I watch. My sister, my 14-year-old sister, she just started Spy Family, and that show is so ridiculously wholesome. I do enjoy some newer anime. Heck, I watch a lot of the, you know, the generic rom-com stuff y'all like to make fun of from modern-day anime? I watch a lot of that with my friends. I still enjoy it. I've seen Nagatoro. I've seen Izaki-chan. What was the... Alia-san hides her feelings in Russian. I've seen that one, too. I like all of those. I'm a sucker for romance. There's actually a new one that just started that I want to watch. With this pink-haired girl. I think it's called You and I Are Polar Opposites. There's hand-holding in the first episode, guys. Yeah. Those absolute filthmongers, hand-holding in episode 1. Yeah. No, I love dumb rom-com stuff, guys. I can't even front. I suck at writing lighthearted comedy stuff. It's bad, but man, that's, yeah. Spy Family is super cute. Yeah, I was enjoying watching that one with my sister. It can be hard to find anime appropriate to watch with a younger sister, but occasionally something pops up that's just fucking perfect. Although she's also been watching through, like, Sailor Moon Crystal, and it's been funny hearing her comments about that. Based on a Showa or Heisei era Ultraman? I believe this is a Heisei, because that would include the 90s, and this came out in the 90s. The misunderstanding, yes! It's a great show. It's really funny. Spy Family's cool. I like that one. But yeah, this is based off of a 90s Ultraman. I've explained it a few times, Sayla, but I guess I have to apologize for chat, because I will be explaining some more. Alright, so this is based off of the 90s Ultraman Powered TV show, which was a co-production between a Japanese and Spanish studio, I believe. It was shot in America using Hollywood money. That was what the pre-production material said. They only ever made 13 episodes because the show was really expensive to produce, and the effects and the suits were really expensive and looked really good, but they were fragile, and they didn't want to damage them too much. So the fight scenes in the show are not very exciting. There's not a lot of cool special effects stuff going on here in this special effects tokusatsu. The video game might actually have more exciting action. And you guys have been seeing what that action looks like. This is the more exciting version of the show. This is also the second Ultraman shot outside of Japan, because originally we had the Australian-based Ultraman Towards the Future, which did air in the West. It was made specifically for the West. It's just not very well remembered because around 1993, when that would have happened, a little something called Power Rangers came out and buried any chance Ultraman had of making headway in the US at the time. And I don't think they would try again with a Western Ultraman show until Ultraman Tiga in the 2000s. And that also did not work out the way they would have liked, because I don't think they even dubbed the whole show. And it would not be until recent times where the Ultraman series... The Ultra series has actually had a really cool resurgence recently. Like, people seem to actually really like Ultraman lately, which makes me very happy. Exactly, KBX. That was what people did. Nobody wanted to watch Ultraman when it seemed like the lamer version of Power Rangers. I mean, come on. One hero, all the rest of the team is just guys who fly around vehicles or don't even do anything. Come on. What kid's gonna want to watch the cheap version of Power Rangers? I need to back up more when I'm going to do that. Was an Ultraman Tiga a gag dub? Yeah! That was how they were trying to get it to... That was how they were trying to get people to watch it. They were like, okay, people don't want to watch the show when it's like this. Let's see if we can make it funny and get people to tune in. That was the thought process. Alright, we got him. Speaking of, you watched a skit of an anime fan getting told by his sister that introduced 10-year-old daughter to anime. Sailor Moon, Pokemon. Oh, no, I just put something on. Guy's eyes go wide. Oh, no. That's... yeah, my blood would run cold, too. Cute, like Japanese workouts, and it was Peter Pan. Never let... Oh, wow, yeah. For our follow-up act, I'm going to introduce you to a show called Higurashi no Nako Koro ni. Get them started young. No, actually, what I'm considering showing my sister from my actual DVD collection is Sakura Wars. I have Sakura Wars. I think she'll like that. Alright. Higurashi just like kids living in the movies having a good time playing games. Right, yeah. Ignore the ominous opening. It's about nothing else. And next up, I'll introduce you to a little show kind of like Pokemon. It's called Narutaru Shadow Star. Nothing could go wrong here. Ow. And he got the throw on me first. Yeah, Red King's the skill check for this game. This fight's actually pretty difficult. Not impossible, mind you, just difficult. Aw, damn it. We nearly had access to our super there. Oh, he ducked it! Surely in the mood for ground beef. Oh, bullshit! Bullshit, you got to throw it on me! I have not seen Yozakura Family. I have not. AOF be like, yeah, no, the power bar system is exactly like KOF. Oh, you finished off Yakuza? Awesome. That's cool. When I play Yakuza, I'm not playing the Kiwami version. I will be doing the PS2 version. Anybody who's worried that's going to ruin the franchise for me, you don't know me very well. Because, quite frankly, if I start with the PS2 version, it can only get better from there. I know what I'm doing. Except for when it comes to these throws. Bro, you are literally in the middle of your other animation. How are you getting into your throw animation right then and there? Come on. Okay, we got bodied. We got bodied there. Man. From Superhuman. Dude, of course I'm going to show Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Dude. Gridman is an Ultraman spin-off. Their cousin series. It's made by Super Raya. It's just digital Ultraman. Of course I'm going to show that. I kind of wish Gridman had a game like this I could show off. I don't think Gridman has a real video game. He might have something on, like, I don't know, the Sega Pico or the Palladium. But I don't think he has a real video game, unfortunately. Oh yeah, no. I think Kiwami is a great way for people to get into the game who aren't freaks like I am. Me, I know who I am, I know what I want, give me the jank. All those Pico Sentai games. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking about. Maybe Gridman has a game like those. I don't think he ever got a real video game, which is unfortunate because it feels like he's custom made for it. Oh, man. Yeah, we're just going to start from the beginning. This is... Wow. We just got absolutely floored by Red King there. We made it all the way to, Damn it, I don't even remember. We got to Gamora. We made it pretty far into the game there. It's a really good anime about a teenage boy who loses his parents in a car accident. His girlfriend helps to the house. Okay. Her whole family just try and kill him. They're all protective of him. Their brother, who happens to be at the principal of high school, they turn out they are spies, and he's forced to marry his best female friend because of... Oh my gosh, that sounds great. Hey, Dak, welcome in. Don't have access to the PS2 version. Yeah, Gridman is the Mega Man.exe of the Ultraman. Exactly. And I love Gridman. I think he's awesome. Mega Man... No, I always thought the same thing, Wirebrain. I was actually about to say that. I totally think that they're inspired. Man... Honestly, Mega Man EXE is probably why I latched onto Gridman. I can't say I've seen the whole show, but I've seen several episodes of it. Me and my brother used to watch, what was it? We used to watch, Shout Factory when they had the what was it? Did Tokusatsu have, like, a channel? I swear, we used to have something on the Roku where we'd just turn it on and they'd be playing, like, Tokusatsu all day. And we'd just let that run in the background and they'd show episodes of Gridman and, what else was there? They show episodes of Gridman and Ultraman, and I think there was even some Kamen Rider on there. Kamen Rider Kuga. That was how my brother first saw some episodes of Kamen Rider Kuga, and my brother decided he wanted to watch the entire show. And Kamen Rider Kuga was very good. I like Kuga. That's a great one. Man. These are good memories. I love Tokusatsu, guys. I'm not as into it as I used to be when I was younger and I had more time, but I love Tokusatsu. Something that I hold very near and dear to me. Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai. I love all of it. It's all just fun stuff, man. A lot of it makes you feel like Zayram. How could I forget Zayram talking about Tokusatsu? Anything Keita Amamiya touched in the Tokusatsu genre is fucking gold. And yeah, I still haven't seen Garo. I need to fix that at some point. But like, come on. Kamen Rider Zeto, Kamen Rider J, Hakaider, Zayram 1 and 2, Moon Over Tau. Everything Keita Amamiya touched was gold. And it's absolutely worth your time if you like this guys in rubber suits fighting routine, you know? Especially Zayram and especially Moon Over Tau. If you haven't seen Moon Over Tau, but you like Zayram, go watch Moon Over Tau. Moon Over Tau is awesome. That is the one you guys gotta see. If there is one Tokusatsu I recommend to you guys that is obscure and you guys likely haven't seen yet, it's gonna be Makaraga Moon Over Tau. That film is awesome. It's like if you took Zayram, but you set it in ancient Edo, Japan. It's cool. And then Keita brought us Garo. Tuesday for your birthday, you decided to do some late night anime. Wasn't it bad? Indiana Jones knockoff. Man, Woman Explorer's animation fell apart in the second of 2 episodes. Man, that happens sometimes. I saw you were showing that. I didn't have the time to drop in, unfortunately, but I was interested. I'd never even heard of Woman Explorer. Like, that is not an anime I am familiar with. And I was... Hey, look, we were just talking about Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider J is up there. Why did I put J in the Ultraman playlist? Because Kamen Rider J is a Kamen Rider who at the end of the film grows to giant proportions to fight the final monster. If there's a single Kamen Rider who could fight right alongside Ultraman, it's Kamen Rider J. Funny how I was just talking about that in that place. I did not plan that. That's really funny. Man, I want to watch those 90s Kamen Rider films again. Today's video, if I can send you the video. Hey, man, I am all for grabbing more. I actually went and grabbed what few English subbed episodes there were of Cutie Honey Flash the other night. I'm probably going to watch those when I get back on house watching. When the weather cools down. With Shin Prologue of the cool ideas for Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, like the head rip. The head rip? Maybe. I'm not sure, because you gotta remember, Mortal Kombat launched in a somewhat censored state over there. I don't think they got the first Mortal Kombat in Japan. I don't think they did. They got the Super Nintendo port of that, but that Super Nintendo port was censored. They did. They did get the first Mortal Kombat. I know they got the second one, and the second one was censored. Like, anytime you do a fatality in Mortal Kombat 2 Japan, the screen grays out. There's a demo of the Mega CD port of the first, you believe? Okay. So maybe somebody got... It's weird, I would have to think about that. Japan's been known to do crazy stuff. Well, I mean, that was back in the time where Japan was still getting some pretty violent video games, too. I mean, fuck. Samurai Showdown 5 came out in, like, 2004? 5? I forget when Samurai Showdown 5 launched, but that game's pretty crazy. Probably because it was real people. Yeah, that would do it. No, Japan's always been a little weird on that censorship stuff, and they got a lot stricter on it after the 2000s. You can't do decapitations over there, and you get what's essentially an AO rating, like an adults-only rating. The minute you show a decapitation, yeah, it has seen High Score Girl. Thank you. Okay, that answers that. I need to watch High Score Girl. That's only on Netflix, though, isn't it? That's a problem for me. But that show looks really cute. I would love to see it at some point. What I am gonna watch at some point, I have this on the list with me and Falco. We're gonna watch it at some point. Is 16-Bit Sensation. That's on the list, and when I explained to Falco what it was about, he was even more interested. I'm interested in it for academic reasons, personally. Alright. Speaking of, hey, inspired by Mortal Kombat, gee, do you think this game was maybe inspired a little bit more by Mortal Kombat? Have you ever been mistaken for a man? No. Have you? Hey, Jerusalem Wolf, thank you. Welcome in. I'm glad somebody got the reference. That is why I wear this. One of my favorite characters in fiction right there. Alright, here we go. Genesis, okay, thank you. I had no idea if MK1 got released. Well, the original Mortal Kombat. I didn't know if that one got a release. I knew MK2 was in there. MK92 and Shin came out the same year, so it's a good bet one inspired the other. I wouldn't be surprised. Somebody probably saw that head rip and was just like, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen, you know? But yeah, speaking of Mortal Kombat inspired, this game, right? There's no way this is gonna keep working. Eat shit. Eat shit, Valton. Eat shit. My work here is done. Talk about your favorite fictional bandana wearing characters. You go Quint from Jaws. Quint's awesome. Love Quint. Man, Jaws is one of those films where, yeah, we need a fatality from Sub-Zero, so he shit ripped the head off the cyborg. No. It was the other way around. I'm sure of it. I don't think the guys at Midway saw Kamen Rider Shin. I don't think that happened, but I think Shin might have. I think the guys making Shin might have seen that and just went, "Oh, that's sick." Because let's face it, out of every fatality in Mortal Kombat, the original 92 game, out of every fatality, that's the one that gets you talking. Like, you got the heart rip, you got like Johnny Cage punching a head off, you got Liu Kang being a pacifistic Shaolin monk, so he doesn't actually murder people. That's the whole point of his fatality in the first game. He does not butcher you. Came out on GB in Japan. Oh, ouch. You know, MK2 on Game Boy ain't actually that bad. It's playable. Every other MK on Game Boy is horrible, but MK2 on Game Boy, not bad actually. That one actually kind of works. I mean, you'd still rather play it on anything else, but yeah. High Score Girls that follows the kids through most of the 90s since they both grow up and adapt to new games and systems come out. Dude, I know for a fact that they highlight the PC Engine coming out and how big of a deal that was. Which it was. People do not understand how big of a deal the PC Engine was in Japan. Because the TurboGrafx 16 kind of flopped over here. It was a huge deal, though. Alright. 14 hits, that ain't bad. I love this game. The lead buys a PC Engine because the cards are really cheap to get and loves his portable version. Oh, he got like the Turbo Express. Nice. You played MK1 on Game Boy, it was eh. It's not good. MK1 on Game Boy just is not good. But MK2 on Game Boy ain't bad. And I'm saying that as somebody who actually went through and played almost every Game Boy fighting game, like, over the course of a stream. I think the only two I missed 2 specific MK games. And the ones I missed were, not MK. There were 2 specific Game Boy fighters I know I missed. And that was Raging Fighter by Konami. And I also missed, oh, damn it. Oh, no, I got it! Yes! Haha! I hit him with the super. And now we do it again, because why not? It's on the Legacy Collection. Yeah! Turbo Express in the home console and the CD add-on. Oh, he was getting fancy. Every home port dropped in Japan, which you didn't know. I had no idea. That is cool information. Thank you for sharing, KBX. I am very happy to know that, actually. That's good information. Oh, man. Look, this game's janky, but it's not a bad game at all. This is actually a very well-made fighting. Like for something that's based off of a licensed TV show, this works perfectly fine. Is it amazing? Hell no. Does it work? Yeah. And is it fun for somebody who's a big fan of Ultraman? Oh, yeah. This is probably the best Ultraman fighting game we got until the PS2 era came along. Because a lot of Ultraman fighting games were not really fighting games at all. Heck, you know what, guys? When I game over with this run, I actually am going to switch over to the arcade version for a little bit, just because I wanna talk about that. Because I like the arcade version too, but there's context you have to have for it. Oh, there was a little stray pixel on the screen there. All right, here we go. Oh, come on. This guy with his broken-ass hitboxes and his stupid throws. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Hit him. Hit him. Yeah! There we go. That's how it's done. Think Ultraman was the first fan presser game ever. Sent you High Score Girl. Oh. Much appreciated, sir. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember if Ultraman was the first Von Presto game ever, but there's even more to it that I want to point out. Well, if we get to that, I'll talk about it. Because I like the Ultraman arcade game, and it gets an unfair rap. And I know why it gets an unfair rap. It's because everybody looks at it, and then they go, why doesn't it play like Street Fighter? It's because Street Fighter 2 wasn't out yet, and it didn't set the standard for how the game's played. And the later Ultraman games continued to play like that because that's how Ultraman games played. It wasn't until this, actually, where they started playing like actual fighting games. And hey, guess what? If you approach those old Ultraman games the way they're supposed to be played, instead of trying to force them to play like Street Fighter, they're actually not bad if you actually learn how you're supposed to play them. But most people are impatient children who won't do that, just want it to play like the thing they like. So, you know, whatever. Alright, now we gotta fight Teleston, who is a little tricky, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, let's get this. But yeah, to my knowledge, I think this is the first Ultraman game to play like a traditional fighter. For example, you press up the jump. You do not press up the jump in the arcade game or any of its derivatives. You press up to change your menu selection in the arcade game, actually. But in all the other ones, in all those ones, you had a button you pushed to jump. Aw, oh, darn it. Why doesn't Street Fighter 1 play like Street Fighter? Look, the thing about me and older fighting games is I grew up playing ER Kung Fu. I know what pre-Street Fighter 1 fighting games feel like. I get what you're supposed to do in those. Most people think that Street Fighter 2 is the only way to do a fighting game. No. You have to expand your horizons a bit. I guess I shouldn't be too harsh on people who don't want to play old janky arcade games, but no, I'm not adjusting my attitude at all. It's my life, I'll be a shithead if I want to be. This guy's certainly being a shithead. For fuck's sake. Come on. Oh my gosh. How are you getting into these throws before I can? The priority some of these enemies have on their throws is insane. Aw, oh, fuck you! Damn it. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get you this time, sucker. Come on. I need to remember to look up the soundtrack this. Hey, about to go get dinner. What are you saying about Jaws? Jaws is a film that really surprised me. Because everybody loves Jaws, you know? And it's one of those films that is just a classic, and everybody will tell you how good it is. So by the time I got around to seeing Jaws, because I was an adult by the time I saw it, I was kind of the mindset of, okay, this will be good, but it's not gonna be mind-blowing. It can't be that good, right? Like, it's gotta be overhyped. Jaws is one of a handful of films I can point at and say I watched, and it was 100%, it lived up to the hype, like, in its entirety. Oh, you did block it. I didn't know you could block that. I thought that was unblockable. But yeah. Jaws is always going to stick out in my mind for being one of the few films that actually just completely lived up to the hype. For you, it was Blade Runner. It's funny, because I do actually know people who don't like Blade Runner, but Blade Runner lived up to me as well. I thought it was great. And the thing is that I didn't even see the version of Blade Runner people like. That's the funny thing. I mean, I didn't see the theatrical version. I saw the final cut, which, yeah, I have issues with now that I've seen some of the other cuts. But yeah, for my first time viewing it, it was great. I do not like the color grading they gave Final Cut, but whatever. Come on. We keep getting stymied by this guy. Him and Red King really do just drop in to be the skill check. After this, Jamura and Dada were pretty damn easy. Jaws is king creature, but they didn't leave out the human drama. Exactly! And the human drama is what makes the film. Watching them interact was like you know what it was for me when I realized, and yeah, it's gonna be funny that it was this late in the film, but when I realized that the film 100% deserved all the hype that it got, the moment I realized that was when they were all on the boat and they were singing and then recounting their shark tales, and it was just like, this film is a freaking masterpiece. I should have gotten it earlier, but that was the part where I just stopped and went, oh my gosh, this film is amazing. Because it gets it. Oh, eat shit! Eat shit! There you go. Your mom gave you a collectible Quint figure for Christmas. Nice! That's awesome. Oh, hey, that's the Hawaiian Ultra 7 dub. Yeah, you want to talk about interesting history for Tokusatsu? Look into what Hawaii got for Tokusatsu stuff. They got all kinds of classic stuff over there. Kikaider was actually a really big hit in Hawaii, specifically. Which I'm cool with, because Kikaider's awesome. Everyone mocks and rips off the mayor for their monster movies, but what they get wrong is the mayor realizes he was wrong and regrets his actions. Oh, yeah. To be fair, you can also blame the sequels for a little bit of that, because, yeah. Jaws 2 comes along, it's just like, did you people learn nothing? And I like Jaws 2, by the way. I think Jaws 2 is a surprisingly good sequel. Jaws 2 is actually pretty damn good. The less said about the other two films, the better. Oh, I shooting him right in the ass. Alright. Man, yeah. That was a damn good movie. I should probably get some dinner, too. Maybe get some of that when I get my game over. And when I come back, I'll switch over to the arcade game for a little bit. Didn't they get Kamen Rider V3 in Hawaii as well? I think they did. They definitely got some Kamen Rider. You know what? I think they might have gotten stronger. I think they might have gotten Kamen Rider stronger as well. Oh, how did you get your throw on me? Jaws 3D is a masterpiece where it roars and attacks SeaWorld. They have to delete a scene in Jaws 2 where the mayor Vaughn is the only one to vote against firing Chief Brody. Yeah, that would have been cool, actually. But yeah, Jaws 2 is surprisingly good. All things considered, like, genuinely good movie. You know, as much as I love everything about this game, I think the music might be the best part. Oh my gosh, I keep jumping into it. Well, I mean, the revenge got... Oh, yeah. Jaws 4 being a bomb was one of the last roles for an actress in the movie for untimely death. That can happen sometimes. Oh, he dashed right through my super. Oh, man. You point is probably proper story structure. No aspect makes the film. If you remove something from the film, the shark, it can still work as a film with only minor tweaking. It's just a damn good movie. Like, they did a great job of it. Alright, this is our last life here, so I'm going to make this count. I'll get some food after this. Ah, he got me with the throw. What the hell? I've never seen him use that move. Man, this guy has a counter for, like, everything I have in my arsenal. It's funny, because we, like, no-selled this guy the first time he showed up. Ah, darn it. Yeah, we got, we bodied this guy the first time through. I don't know why we, yeah, don't know why that destroyed me. Tosei boss syndrome. This game's cool, though. I like this one. Maybe someday we'll be able to finish it, but for now, this is just a fun way to show this off. I'm gonna get some food. And, when we come back, I'll boot up the arcade game for a little bit. And Grant should be live before too much longer, so we'll raid him as well. Jar Jar! This is so... This one's so fun. There we go. Alright, so yeah. That's Ultraman Powered on 3DO. It's a good game. I'm gonna switch us back over to the commercials for a bit. We're gonna watch some random Ultraman related junk I have up here, and when we come back, I will play some of the arcade game before we raid Grant. So I will be right back. Dinner break. And look at that. Frankenstein by way of Ultraman. How about that? Do you know War of the Gargantuas is technically a sequel to that? True story. Alright. Well, I'm back, and I figure we already played a bunch of Ultraman Powered. I'd love to try and get to the end of that at some point. But, why don't I show you all the, why don't I show you the original Ultraman arcade game? Hopefully this starts up. Oh, hey, I got the capture. The capture is not... the capture is still set for vertical. Hold on. Oh, hey, you know what I can do? Hold on, let me try duplicating this. Yeah, hold on. Or paste reference, I guess. Hold on. Give me just a second. Because I betcha I can make one of these for the horizontal games, one for the vertical games. Which is what I should have done the whole time. Give me just a second. Okay, edit transform. Set that value to 0. Alright, and now we just shrink that back down. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Now let me pull this down to where it belongs. Put it right under. Yeah, here we go. We'll put it in this batch of stuff. Where's the other main one? Yeah, here. Alright. And while I'm here with these, I'm going to quickly name each of these. So let me rename these real quick before we get to the game. So this will be MAME V. And then, oh, wait, nope. Changed both their names. This. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I can keep track of which one's which, I guess. It's fine. I'll also pay attention to the aspect ratio when I boot them. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. There we go. That looks good. Okay. And with all that setup done, now we can actually get to the stupid game. You know, the whole reason we came here. Ah, and it tries to give me a seizure right off the bat. Okay, cool.
Always.
Alright. I might have to set my controls for this, too. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. There we go. 3 buttons. Plus start. Plus coin. Alright. So this is Ultraman by Bon Presto from 1991. I think that means this comes out right before Street Fighter 2. Now, at first glance, you're going to look at this and think, oh yeah, this is a fighting game. Not quite. Developed by Human. Okay. So released by Bon Presto. Okay, so here we go. So this is the Ultraman arcade game. And the way you actually want to do this is... Hold on. Yep. I remember a bit of how to fight this first boss. Well, not first boss, but this first enemy. Because the trick with this game is that you're actually trying to build up to being able to use your better attacks. Yeah, that's how I do that, okay. And it uses up a pip of my energy. See, like right there, we have our final build-up. And once we've got his health down far enough, we have to use the final attack on him. Well, I think the final attack also does like a shit ton of damage. Here. How do I... Forget what button I press to do that. Is it both of them together? Yes, it's both of them together. Right. And there we go. That's how the game works. You gotta fight your opponent to wear down their stamina until they're in that final stage, and then you have to hit them with your, you have to hit them with your Specium Beam. It's not the easiest arcade game in the world, but it is a good one. Alright, so here's our next boss. The names are in Japanese, so I won't know what they are until the level starts. Unfortunately. Alright. So, Nalanga. I don't remember this guy. My brother might. Did he turn invincible?
I haven't ever. I forget the accent.
It could be either with how this game is. It might just be the game glitching. I have no idea. It is being emulated on MAME. I actually forgot just how, I forgot how smoothly this animates compared to the home ports. Which version? I don't even remember which version of MAME this is. This is definitely an older version that I've been using for a long time, I can say that. Okay. We gotta get him back into his finished state. There we go. There we go. It's really odd I might want to get a new one. Oh, I have newer ones. I just haven't moved my ROM sets over to them. And certain games that work with this ROM set don't work on the newer versions of MAME for whatever reason. This is basically the one I have that's stable. But if I can move this over to one of the other newer versions that works better, and it works better over there, that's something. I'm not going to do that right now while I'm in the middle of playing it. I have several different versions of MAME. Some are set... Oh, hey, it's Baltan. Several versions on here I have set up for very specific purposes, too. Alright, there he goes. He's got to do his creepy laugh. That's just what he do. You know? Actually, you ever think that the Space Pirates with their claw hands might have been inspired by this guy? Oh, it probably is. Come on. You know how Japan is with their Ultraman references. That'd be pretty cool. To be fair, the gold pirates in Ridley's base do the Kamen Rider kick, right? So, like, it's totally possible. Okay, I'm gonna use this. This takes up a lot of energy. Oh, I didn't miss. Okay. His fireball attacks are really doing a number on me. Maybe it's because you have purism versus actually working. Multiple historical versions is a good idea. Yeah, that's what I always figured. I'm probably gonna lose here. Yep. Ah, man. Yeah, some older versions of main ROMs don't work because a file that was changed or added or removed. It's weird.
I don't know. Be dead.
Not the first time Ultraman's been dead, let's be real.
Won't be the last.
No, it will not. This is one of those games where knowing your full move set is what's going to save you. Yeah, see, he's in the finished state, but that doesn't mean anything here. You have to have your final attack built up before you can actually finish him off. There we go. Yeah, see, this one's fun once you learn it. Once you know what you're doing, this one's plenty of fun. Challenge next stage. What's next? Is it Jamila? I think it might be Jamila. Yeah, it's Jamila. This guy was always one of the freakier kaiju designs. Which he should be. I forget exactly how this episode went, but I remember it being actually kind of creepy. The original show. You own it on DVD, although those DVDs have a problem.
Yeah.
That one episode you just straight up can't watch because it switches momentarily to some episode of a cowboy show and then it just stops working. Fucking Mill Creek.
I think I remember how much so good, but it's
Fuck. Chewatch! Mill Creek. Yeah. The other two Ultraman you have on Blu-ray work great, though.
It's can't watch.
Yeah, we need to get a Blu-ray player in here. Okay, that's how I bring up the shield. Well, that's working. Oh, we wised up. That was not what I wanted. Fuck, that's gonna cost us the match. Fuck, and he got me. You know what's funny? I actually haven't played a ton of the home ports compared to the arcade version. I should try that at some point. Although what I really love is I'd love to pick up the Ultra 7 Famicom card, Ultra 7 Super Famicom. Because as I've said many times here, Ultra 7 is my guy. Which is funny because I think that's one of the few Ultra series I can say I've watched more of than you have. Because I like Ultra 7 a lot. At this point, I'm just bullying him until I have my ultimate attack built up. We're watching Ultra 7 on TNT when you were little a couple times. Yeah, I love Ultra 7. You started Sukeban Deka. I want to watch that at some point. There we go. That's still freaky. And yeah, it ends on like a... Yeah. I see somebody's playing DMC3. Dude, stop! I'm just grinding, bro. Ah, Telestodon. We were fighting this guy in the other game, too. This guy's a pain in the ass. At least in that game he was. He's probably still... Hey, this even looks like where we were fighting him in the other game. Why am I not grabbing him? I do love the fact that the timer is exactly 3 minutes. Because that's accurate for Ultraman as well. It was on early on cable TV in your mother's room, so you just without being able to watch it. Hey, the fact that you caught any of it while it was airing is still cool. Okay, yeah, no, grabbing him just doesn't work. Okay. Neither do my... I have to change up my strategy on this guy. Before or after Fraggle Rock? Dude, bro, can you imagine having an Ultra show on after Fraggle Rock in the mornings? That would have been the coolest childhood ever. I gotta figure this out. You know what would be a great game to play on here at some point after I get my PS2 fixed up at some point? Neon Genesis Evangelion Battle Orchestra. Because yeah, for some fucking reason, they made a Smash Bros. Eva game. And it actually works really well. Like, I had a ton of fun playing that. Man, he just dodges all my special attacks. The trick with this guy is gonna be figuring out how to wear him down. Else we can't remember the exact order. You couldn't have been more than 5 or 6. Your mother was sitting for the shop, which served at the Kmart. There's something I don't think about much anymore. I have no idea, dude. My brother's starting up Devil May Cry 3 back here. I'm gonna try something here. Not far back enough, huh? I'm sure if you go far back enough, you can run forward. Hmm. 88 and between the technically 3 stores she was at, the company from 2017 when she retired. I didn't even realize Kmart was still around in 2017. I'll be real with you. At least retiring Gobble again was good. Probably a smart idea. Still writing on the wall, closing the camera before. I was gonna test that out, see if he would dodge that too, but nope. Let's try this again. Hey, there we go. Apparently stealing a leaf out of Kamen Rider's book kind of works. I mean, I guess Takeshi Hongo does it for a reason. Let's see, will he actually dodge this? No, that actually does hit. Okay. Alright. Yeah! Got it from the military and said I'm retiring. Yeah, I came up before. Yeah. That was a smart move on her part. There we go. Figured out the trick with that guy. That can have it. Hey, there's Ultra 7, like I was talking about earlier. It's the Ultra 7 Super Famicom game. Man. Alright. So there we go. That is... I don't remember this kaiju at all. Oh, no, I remember this guy now. Okay. Bolton. Okay, this is gonna be like a puzzle boss. If I remembered how this episode went, that might actually be helpful. Well, I can throw it at least. Starting to build up some sort of strategy. I'm gonna lose here to start with, but yeah, no, I'm building up some sort of a strategy here. Technically, she worked because the first one she didn't close. It was destroyed in a big earthquake. Holy shit. Man. Alright, let's try that again. I'm building up a strategy, though. Stop laughing at me! Come on! Back to Ultra 7. Remember waking up early and Mom would be going to work and turn on the TV. Nice. Okay, apparently getting shocked in the grab position is just an instant kill. Good to know. Good lord. Okay. Keep trying again. It's funny because I didn't recognize him on this, but then when it showed the actual kaiju, I was like, oh no, I remember this guy. I wonder if my barrier will work on him when he's doing that. Man. Those cable boxes where you had to literally turn the dial to get to another channel. Ah, cool. I don't think I ever had one of those. I never had any sort of cable channel growing up, actually. That was something friends had. when you guys like Tome's attack. Yeah, I actually couldn't tell which kaiju this is supposed to be at first based off his profile pic when you start fighting him. Then I saw it, and it's like, yeah, I vaguely remember this episode. My brother would remember these episodes better than I do, though. My brother, on the other hand, is playing Devil May Cry 3, so... Who's winning here, honestly? Come on. Oh. Huh, that barrier. I wonder if this might have inspired something later on. That's great for me, but I'm gonna die before I can get to use the finish attack on him. He froze me mid-air. I should just start backflipping when he does that. Well, all we have to do is land one hit on him. Come on, just one solid hit. Come on. I should have just hit him with a slash attack to take down his health a little bit, honestly. Ah, he even got me with the shield. He's gonna get back all of his health at this rate. Come on, let's land some hits. Oh, fuck off.
And I'm not normal!
We lost connection to Twitch for a few minutes. Huh. It's all fine on my end, so that's strange. Fuck, I missed. That's a loss. Damn it. There's a little game show a while back called Knights and Warriors. There was one way to break up the fight with a 200-pound woman sit on one of the people fighting. This part where I say something about volunteering. Forget I said that. Alright, let's keep going. Come on! That's the reaction I want. Welcome to the Shaggy Turtle Show, where I say the most out-of-pocket shit I can. And then you're just left to wonder if I was joking or not. Gotcha! Yeah! Finally took him down. Oh, what's next? I want to know what's next. I dropped the 2 viewers after that comment. I know it's just Twitch's view count being funny, but that's... I make that comment and my count drops to 2 viewers. That's... Oh, you can't write comedy that good. Alright. I don't remember this kaiju at all. Which means I also don't remember what he's capable of. The service the force to keep repeating segments of the stream. Huh. That's interesting, because I don't think I'm having any stream issues on my side. I would get told if I was. Hold on. Check my metrics real quick. Yeah, mine is good. It looks like I dropped some frames earlier in the stream, but... according to this, my connection should be good. Yeah, my connection looks all good. Siddlesis, welcome in, and yes, everything looks fine on my end. This is making me think of Mazin Saga on the Genesis. Love that game. Speaking of, there's a new model kit for that coming out in August. Oh, hey. I love the little callbacks to the show. That makes me happy. But yeah, there's a model kit coming out of the version of Mazinger from Mazin Saga. It's a bit expensive, but I am going to try to buy it. Don't mind me even up for 11 hours and just going about whatever. Hey, I love when you talk about stuff, Taylor. It's fun. Hey, it's Gamora. Excuse me. Classic kaiju right here. What are you gonna do? Now you're gonna charge me. Should have guessed. And you know that a lot of people are a lot of Japanese fans specifically are of the opinion that this kaiju inspired, I think it was Gamora. People think that he inspired Greymon in Digimon. You got Mazinger Infinite as a model kit? Nice! I love Mazinger or anything. Mazin stuff makes me happy. Oh! Oh! He countered my throw! Oh! Okay, yeah. Yeah, don't get close to him. Do not even try to go for a throw on this guy. Try something different. Never seen the Mazinger suits with Malk. It looks cool. Oh, yeah. No, I love the way the robots look in the Mazin series. And, yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of the series itself, so... It's good, classic Super Robot stuff. I gotta figure out a way to get him back down to finish. Oh, never mind. He killed us. There's gotta be a way to get him down to finish state. Switch. I also gotta remember to do the barrier. Ah, model's pretty solid. Barely anything falls off. I think this calls the wing cover. That's pretty typical. Yeah, I gotta say, I am still super impressed with the Ixer 1 Motoroid I got. That is easily the most solid model kit I have ever built. Like, it never falls apart. Nothing ever falls off. Nothing on it is broken. All the joints are still tight. Let me tell you, after a few dozen Gundam kits, I am not used to things on my kits staying put for an extended period of time. Or for the joints to remain tight. Let me tell you, a few months after any Gundam model kit I've bought, the joints all get really loose. Ultraman won't ever sell that anymore. I hope someday the, my hope is that someday the Megazone 2-3 Garland goes back on sale. I'm worried about this game. I think it's still taking. Those are good kits. Damn. Like, genuinely surprised at how good the Target Motor. I'm not surprised he sold out. He's a popular kit. I'm hoping I can get the Mazin Saga one before it sells out, but I have to wait till I get paid. Because I still have a computer to buy. Next time he does that charge, I gotta remember to go down and do the... You're planning to buy this month, but you're not going to buy myself a payday if possible. Yeah, I'm just glad this Motoroid doesn't come out till August. Means I have time to save up. There's one other thing I want to buy that's also similarly pricey. I want to get the Ikari Warriors joystick. The rotary one that's been on sale for a bit. I have decided that, yeah, no, I really do want that. Fuck, 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 fuck. Got him! Linkers getting Dragon Quest Trilogy on Switch, but going to wait till it goes on sale. Well, the price is normally good for 3 games, it's still a bit expensive. Dragon Quest Trilogy. Is that the, they have like a compilation that comes with the first 3 games, like the old versions? Which are still a good way of playing the games. Or are you, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's a physical version that comes with all 3 of them, I just remembered. Yeah. Oh, we're back to Baltan. Because, yeah, I remember that he fights Baltan multiple times. It's $99 for the remastered trilogy. Okay. I have Dragon Quest 3 already. And I do really like it. Whoa! Running Wild with Vidya, waiting for it. Yeah, Running Wild Vidya, okay. Welcome in, that's a new person. Yo, Raiders, welcome in. Okay, game over. Thank you for the raid. That's awesome. Welcome in. I am Quinn Michael of Shaggy Turtle Studios, Channel 14, WNBI TV, where we're high on retro junk. Or, currently this week, retro jank, because I'm participating in Jankuary 2. Having a lot of fun with this. We've played some pretty bad games this week. Deadly Towers on NES. We did some Ikari Warriors on NES, which is one of the worst games I've ever played, honestly. That Ikari Warriors port on NES is just not a good game. And, today we've been playing some games that aren't necessarily bad, but they're still pretty janky. We were playing Ultraman Powered on the 3DO, and then I decided I also wanted to show people the, original Ultraman arcade game. Which is a game that I know a lot of people don't like, but I happen to really enjoy it. It's just a game where you have to get used to how you're supposed to play it. It's not a Street Fighter 2 clone. It actually came out before Street Fighter 2, so it's a little different. Okay, if I can just... Okay. Got him locked into the pattern if I... Yes, yes, yes! Got him! Dude, oh, that's nice. That's the way he finished him in the show, too. Nice. Onimusha. Yeah, Onimusha's great. I like that one. You played this on, SNES. Yeah, it's got a SNES port. Yeah, I've not played the SNES port, so I don't know how... Neon Ultraman Kill Redeem. Yeah, pretty close. Although on that one, it's a decapitation. Here, he literally sliced him in half. Oh, is this Red King? I think this is Red King. Yep, who's not red? Right, what are you going to do? You're going to throw boulders, yeah. He has a tail whip. I have to figure out a way to deal damage to this guy. That isn't just... I have to figure out a way to deal damage to this guy that isn't, Yeah. Yellowish Green King. Yeah, I have to figure out a way to do this that isn't gonna waste my, energy. Yeah, so far the only thing we've played where Red King was actually red was Ultraman Powered. He was red there. Bah! Alright. Playing some Mega Ultra Jank fighting games like Sango, Guardian Generation Chaos. Highly recommend. I don't remember Sango. I've heard that name. Oh my gosh, I gotta look that up real quick, actually. I gotta look that up to refresh my memory. I don't think I've played that, but I've heard of it. Hold on here. Let's see. Sango. Guardian. Yeah, I gotta see this. Oh, it's something on Steam. Yeah, that is jank. I think I remember watching somebody play that once. That's fun. Yeah, we've been doing all sorts of jank stuff. Jankuary's been really fun. I've really liked seeing like what people have been up to. I haven't gotten to hang out as many streams as I would like to, but I love that everybody's getting in the spirits. Even gotten some people who've been retired from streaming for a bit to come back on and do stuff. Right in the face. Damn it. I will wholeheartedly admit this stream in particular was inspired by something Neon did recently, where he played a bunch of Ultraman games, but there were a few he missed that I particularly enjoy, so I figured I would bring them up here. Which was the arcade game, which he sadly could not play, even though Neon has a board of this. Like, my buddy Grant from Neon Arcade, he owns this game. He owns an actual board of this. It was apparently one of the first boards he ever got. And I'm a fan of this game, in case it wasn't obvious. Oh gosh, come on. Somebody gotta look at the arcade input hardware. The Grant lore. Dude, Grant has so much crazy lore to him. I'm very happy Grant's one of my friends. He's such a cool guy. We're going to be raiding into him not too long from now. This will Fightcade Friday, but I do want to play some more of this. I mean, I'm enjoying playing these Ultraman games. Come on. We can just keep him in the finish zone. Come on. One more solid hit'll do it. Nah, damn it. That's not going to do it. Damn it. Looking to arcade hard put. What, like JAMA connectors? Super guns? That sort of thing? Because I'll admit, I'm lazy and don't have a ton of money, so I do, yeah. I do emulation. This is off of MAME. None of the other monsters we fought have done that invisibility thing that, the guy earlier was doing, so I'm starting to think that might have actually been something he does. Now, unfortunately, this means we have to wait to build back up our meter before we can finish him off. I don't really have a problem with this because it really does it represents the show quite accurately. Notice the panel mount hardware, joystick, spinners, button stuff, that's decent quality. Pretty expensive. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, the thing I want to buy, the Akari Warrior Stick, that's something that's plug and play. You do have to put it together yourself. Like, they send you the components, you have to put it together. But the actual thing itself is plug and play. Which is part of why I'm really interested in it. You're telling me you're going to give me a controller that finally lets me play... You're going to give me a controller that finally lets me play, not Akari Warriors, obviously that's the big one, but like Heavy Barrel and Midnight Resistance and Search and Rescue the way you're supposed to. Please, give me that. Oh, man. I don't know why. Thinking about playing Heavy Barrel the proper way makes me really excited. I've loved Heavy Barrel ever since I was a kid. I had it on NES. It's a good game. Oh, hey, I think we made it to Zeton. That has to be the end of the game before it's Zeton, right? Because this is a guy that, like, totally owns Ultraman. Oh, no, it's Mephiles. Okay. Zeton's going to be after this thing. I had them mixed up. Yeah, so this is Mephiles. And Zeton will be next. Notice, he's got a lot of the same moves we do. Mephiles the Dark. I figured you were going to make a Sonic reference. Probably both pulled from the same place, right? Like Mephistopheles, right? I believe that's an Arabic term for the devil. Oh, jeez, you can just... Man, he can just cancel out everything we can throw at him. It's okay. Mephiles had one of the cooler designs of the old school kaiju, although I like a lot of the old school kaiju. Man, I gotta remember to do that shield more often. Yummy quarters. It's an arcade game. I'm not gonna get mad at it, like, doing its job. Come on. Oh, man. There is a trick to this guy that I have not figured out yet. Man, it feels like he has a counter to literally everything I do. What is the trick here? Man. I mean, he's a suitably tough challenge. This is... yeah. Very much one of Ultraman's toughest foes. Not the toughest, though. That comes afterwards. Oh, man. I just cannot make a dent in his health bar. My roll's too slow, too. Yeah, see that? He literally has a counter for everything you're gonna do. Oh, man. He's tricky. Makes me kind of worried what Zeton's like. Zeton's gotta be an absolute ball. He's gotta be a bastard. I actually want to get to him just to see what that's like. Oh, and he gets back that much health between rounds. Jeez, man. What am I supposed to do? Fuck! Grant's started Fight Cade by now, so I'll probably just have to wrap up and go over there anyway. Because we're going to be here forever if I actually try to get to that done. This is crazy. I don't even know what you're supposed to do against this guy yet. Well, that did something. How do I even get close enough to hit him? See, if I try to roll him close for a throw attack, he just instantly counterattacks with his little diagonal attack. He's gonna have full health when I continue here. Watch. His health gets refilled to full. Yep. Yeah, see, if I jump up in the air, he also does that. And there we go, we got a throw in. He's move reading, I can tell. There are points where I will push a button and he instantly reacts to it. This guy's move reading. Like, watch, when I stand still, he kind of just waits to see what I'm going to do for a second. But when I push buttons, he's move reading, guys. Every single time I've gone, unless I've managed to catch him in the middle of doing something else, every single time I go for one of my special attacks, he counters with his own beam. Like, the computer can tell when I'm pushing those buttons. See? See? game can tell when I'm trying to go for a special attack. This guy isn't even the final boss. He's the second to final boss. Yeah, looks like Grant started. We're gonna end for now. Oh man, so there you go. 2 arcade games, well, 2 Ultraman games that are a little janky, but I really like them. I do really, I'm just a fan of Ultraman, guys. Ultraman makes me happy. Alright, let's go to the ending screen. Alright, I hope you guys had fun with that. That was, that was a lot of fun. We played Ultraman Powered for a bit and the Ultraman arcade game, and both were really fun. I'm happy we did that. I don't think I'll be back tomorrow because if past several weeks are any indication, Mom will help cleaning the church, I'm sure. But Sunday, I might be back. I don't want to play X-Men, so fuck that. We're gonna play. You know what? Maybe I'll play a little bit of X-Men, and then afterwards we'll just go over to fucking Harvest Moon. Because I really, really don't want to do. I really don't want to do X-Men, guys. But I said I was going to. Hold on. There we go. That should start the rain up. Alright, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. This was super fun. I will be back on Sunday. Maybe X-Men. Definitely Harvest Moon. Getting back to things as usual. Which means Run and Gun Fest will resume the way I wanted it to. And we will have so much good stuff to play. Here, I'm just going to take that off. Oh man, I have such a list to go through for Run and Guns 2. Maybe when we come back to Run and Gun Fest, I'll do Super C on the NES because I have an actual cartridge of it now. That would be a fun stream. I think that's what we'll do. Anyway, it's time for me to go to the ending screen, which is to say, this is, yeah, thank you everybody for watching. This has been Quinn Michael from Shaggy Trail Studios, Channel 14, WNBI TV, where we're high on retro junk. And like it or not, I'll be back next time. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.